Well, Costas Lapavitsas is a professor of economics at the School of Oriental and African Studies at the University of London. He's also a former member of the left-wing Syriza party. Welcome back to the programme. Good to see you. So looking at these results, New Democracy doing much better than expected, Syriza doing worse than expected. How surprising were they?
Very surprising indeed. I don't think there were very many people in Greece, even within the ruling party, who expected such a dramatic victory. I certainly did not, and nor did the majority of Greeks, from what I know. It's a triumph for the ruling party, and it's a significant defeat for not just Syriza, but the left generally. The left has been very, very important to Greek politics for decades. This is a crucial moment. It looks as if the electorate has tilted to the right, towards conservatism. And that is a very important moment for political development in Greece in the years ahead. We shall see, of course, how things pan out, but there's no denying the seismic dimension of this political result.
And I wonder what these results say about the issues in this election. Issues expected to dominate include the huge train crash in February. But what actually emerged as the issues that matter to voters? No
importance at all, in fact. I mean, several of us, myself less so, but several of us thought that the train accident, which was so dramatic, would have a significant impact on the electoral result, not least because millions of people demonstrated and protested afterwards. We also thought that the scandals of basically wiretapping of all kinds of people in Greece, including government members by the government itself, would also play a role, democratic rights and so on. That did not play a role at all. It seems that what determined the course of the events was the economy. What people thought would be the best choice as far as they were concerned for the economy, which way the economy would go, who would guarantee stability and so on. I'm not sure that they made the best choice. In fact, I will argue that the choice is problematic, but nonetheless it seems that the economy was the key thing. Stability, more of the same. The government that we had up to now guarantees stability. Let's continue along the same lines. Don't trust the opposition. That seems to be the decisive thing.
So it looks like we're now looking at a second vote to take place in June, and we're looking at, in Greece, a new system of voting here, aren't we? How will this all work?
Well, the current system of voting, the current electoral law, was introduced by the Syriza party a few years ago, and that basically created the current situation where even when you got 40% of the vote, you cannot form government. You cannot have a parliamentary majority. But that was changed some time ago, and it was understood that if this election did not produce a self-standing government, then there will be another election very quickly afterwards with a different electoral law. If the government, the ruling party, makes the same percentage of the vote, then it will triumph in parliament. It will have a clear majority. So that's obviously the calculation. The prime minister obviously thinks that we should have another election, get the same vote, probably even more, and have a complete majority, absolute majority in parliament, and then rule for another 4 years. That's the calculation. We shall see what will happen, obviously. The real game now is between Syriza and the third party, which was basically the old party of the center-left. The real contest will now be for who will be the leader of the center-left, and therefore the official opposition, and what will happen among the rest of the left parties. It's not clear at all. That we shall see how that pans out, but government, in all probability, will be from the same right-wing party that rules at the moment. What it means for the economy is a different story. The Greek economy is not doing as well as people imagine it is. The underlying factors are not good. It's doing all right on the surface. The underlying reality is not the same as the surface. We shall see how it pans out, what this government will do, what kind of reforms it will put in place, what kind of structural change will take place in the next 3-4 years while the right wing rules, basically.
Costas, good to talk to you. Thank you for joining us. That's Costas Lapavitsas from SOAS in London.